How are you?
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
You're having a good hair day. Tell us what's going on.
So we are in the middle of Radio Row as we
This
speak.
is good.
There's the Super Bowl sign in the background.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought it would be funny if I walked around, show you everything. I mean, it's pretty chaotic if I do say so.
Yeah, it's
myself.
Wednesday. So Wednesday Monday and Tuesday are slow. Wednesday gets crazy. Thursday's banana, and Friday is out of this world. That's how the week works. Yeah.
And I can get you front row seats as of right now to a pretty cool show if I do say so myself. Let me walk past all the.
What do we got? Oh, this is good, man. You're doing a great job. Might pay your rent this month.
So that is the Pat McAfee show. Fred Warner is actually on right now. He's talking over there.
Put us back to there. Go back to that.
Oh, it's a bit chaotic in that section, if I do say so myself.
Come on, man.
Here, I'll try to get you the best view.
Just give us a quick view of it. Let me see, let us see it. So is that Fred Warner right there? Oh yeah, okay, that's Fred Warner. See, this is awesome. You're doing a great job.
Can you see it?
Nice. Yeah, good job, man. Keep it going. Where else are we going? Give us a little tour here.
I know. So here we got. That's ESPN Radio right there. They have a few guys on right now. I think Mark Ingram's on there right now.
The old Saints running back.
Let's see. If I go over here, there's my buddy. We're going on. Here we have.
When are you guys on?
Threads. We are on from 2 to 4 Central, so I believe we're an hour ahead of you guys.
2. So 12 to 2. You'll be on 12 to 2.
And then over here, we have Sirius XM. If you find it over here.
Yeah.
This is Sirius XM. Mad Dog Russo was on here for a good amount of time.
2 years ago, you got a selfie with him, right?
I did get a selfie with him.
Very nice.
He moves fast. I will say that we tried to snag him yesterday, and we turned our heads, we whipped our heads, and he was already gone. So that's how quickly he moves. Over here is the Bleacher Report section. Cam Jordan was here for a good amount of time this morning. Oh, and that's Debo. Funny enough that I said that.
Show us Debo.
Let's see if I can get a good view.
He's cranky. He's cranky. Don't approach Debo. He's cranky. But you can try. Where is he? Oh, he's on the set there.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Show us again. There you go. Look at those guys working hard security. I'm just telling you, if you try to approach Debo, man, he's cranky.
Yeah, he didn't look too happy to be up there. No, I will say, but there's a lot of Niners in the house so far today.
Is there?
I just watched walk past Fred Warner at the Pat McAfee show. That was Debo over there. You know, maybe we find Brandon Ayuk, ASU guy, get him on the show. That would.
Fred's cool, by the way. You could approach Fred. Fred is way cool.
Yeah,
Fred is very cool.
I think Fred would be really nice. Every time I look around, I see a flock of people surrounding one guy, and I can safely assume that is an NFL player. Jaden Daniels, ASU guy. My friend tried to approach him for a quick interview, and he had 6 different dudes kind of push him to the side and say, "You're not getting anywhere near."
All right, you got to try, man.
Which is very fair.
Hey, if you don't ask, the answer's always no. So you got to try.
Exactly. We have to try. We're students. We're young guys. So we're kind of assuming that they might give us the benefit of the doubt because we're younger. Some guys don't. Some guys do. Definitely not the 6'5" man that his job is to protect Jaden Daniels. He definitely doesn't care what age you are.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm taking us around. Oh, speaking of Jaden Daniels, let's see. He's right over here doing a interview on the biggest set I've ever seen. There's a car.
Yell something about ASU to him. Yell forks up or something and see if he responds to it. Where is he? You're not going to get kicked out.
Here.
I do dumb stuff all the time there.
He's sitting in the far chair over there.
Yell forks up. You're going to get kicked out.
I don't know. I'm not yet. I'm trying to get an interview with him later. I want to stay friendly. Come on. Not yet.
All right.
You know what? I think, what's funny is I would never have thought this in a million years, but Bounty has the biggest set, and they all have the best.
Favorite gals? Yeah.
Yeah. So Bounty has Gronk on for 4 hours tomorrow. Drew Brees is coming
through.
Imagine
if Gronk's getting paid to sit with Bounty. Probably like $100,000 an hour. I'm not even kidding you. He'll probably make $500,000.
Look how big this set is. It's like a playground.
For Bounty? I'm telling you, he's probably going to get paid $500,000 to sit with Bounty for 4 hours. I'm not even kidding you. These guys make so much money going down there to do these things.
And the best part is they're giving out free wings.
Oh, they did that. They do that every year. That is the best. Go get some of those.
They give out free. Well, I'll grab them a little later. That might be a snack for the middle of the day. But
you got to understand, you're young. The media will suck those wings up so fast. When stuff is free, media is like free.
I will say that I went to the media party last night.
Yeah.
We watched Steve Smith walking around. We
watched
a ton of other media that we recognize walking around. I will say, I don't know how the media parties were for you in the past.
Yeah.
But New Orleans did the media party very, very well.
It's the best one.
It was right on the river.
Yeah.
And you could see the bridge with the Mardi Gras lights. They maybe 6 different live performances going on in separate rooms. They had like dancers come out and do performances.
You mean like this?
They had an open bar.
What is that?
Yeah, exactly.
What is that? Can you explain that to us?
What?
What was that?
I have no idea. They just all of a sudden they came marching out. I will say that the open bar was very nice. That was a nice touch.
What'd you drink? What'd you drink?
A little bit of everything. Maybe like a vodka cranberry or Sprite or something like that.
Yeah, your eyes look a little. You look like you maybe. Yeah, this is what you're supposed to look like at the Super Bowl. A little haggard. Like I can see.
We've had a week so far for sure. I will say that between the first day and all the shows that we did, opening night, the media party yesterday, we haven't had a night off yet. But it's made for a fun week.
You're not supposed to. You're supposed to work 24/7 and sleep on the plane.
Exactly. We've done everything that you could possibly do when it comes to events that is hosted for the media.
Yeah.
So we've really done everything.
Okay, what else is around you? Show us some other, like, turn your phone and show us what else is around. What's around you right now?
Oh, you want to see Shannon Sharp?
Yeah, of course.
Let's see. He is right.
Good guy. We've had him on a couple times at the Super Bowl. Really good guy. Right behind you.
And Chad Johnson.
Yeah, see, they do that podcast. It's a great podcast.
Yeah.
Very nice.
They're amazing. But it's quite funny.
Shay.
It's quite funny to be in the general vicinity of them. I think he made eye contact with me as soon as I put my phone down. I think he saw me put up a little selfie there. This is the crowd that surrounds McAfee. Mind you, everybody here is media.
Yep. Let's see. See, today it's starting to get busier. Like I said, tomorrow you won't even be able to walk like you're walking. See, so tomorrow we're going to do the same thing. And it's just busier, just to show people how much busier and busier it gets every day on Media Row. It's just bananas. By the way, that's the best convention center too. It's so massive, like you can actually walk around in places like New York and in Phoenix, and they don't have big convention centers like that. So like Vegas was big like that last year.
Yeah.
But New Orleans is the best one.
Yeah.
It's a lot like Vegas. The city is so good at conventions that it just sucks it up.
Yeah, the New Orleans Convention Center is it's so big that they haven't even been able to fill the entire things. If you go to both ends, there's still a huge gap of area where they still have space if needed. And the next thing about the convention center is it's a 10-minute walk from our hotel. It's a 20-minute walk to Bourbon Street. And then it's maybe close bus distance to the stadium. So for us to be able to go to the stadium for opening night and all that media, it was just a quick shuttle over. So everything is really in close proximity. And it's really nice that the city is right next to everything. So it literally works out perfect. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better Radio Row experience in terms of the city that I'm in, the convention center, everything that's kind of come with it. And we're at the point now where the first few days, there were still a few tables that weren't set up yet, big radio stations that don't want to come until the real guys get here. Now we're at the point where every single table is filled.
And it's just going to get crazier by the day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a text because there's a guy, his name is Will Gavin, and people who used to listen to my radio show would know this. Will Gavin is the national play-by-play voice for the game in England. And he's a huge 49ers fan. He's a good friend of mine, and I had to stay away from him a lot of times during there because he drinks so much. But it's him and a bunch of guys from all these different parts of the world, and they all hang out, and they love NFL football, and you've got to get him on the show. He's the funniest guy you ever met. He's got the big English accent. And I texted him, and I said, he's there, so he is incredible. You got to get this guy Will Gavin on. He'll be the best guest you guys have all week. But so tell people where they can find you and what time you're on and what you've been doing on the radio side.
So you can find us on Blaze Radio ASU on Twitter. That's where we stream it. We stream it on other platforms, but that's the main area where we stream everything.
Okay.
And then my personal media is at 𝐬𝐿 Media. So that's where I'm posting all my content and reposting everything. You can find all of our live streams there. Pretty much the first few days have been amazing. I mean, I really haven't been on a consistent radio show like I have with these guys. These guys are consistent guys that I'm doing the show with. But we've had the chance of having a 2-hour slot every day, and we've had a few guests on today. We have a few really exciting guests. These 3 other guys that are kind of our age, they have a podcast, and on their social media platforms, they each have around like 300,000 followers. One of them was actually an ASU grad, a Cronkite grad. So we approached them. We were like, hey, we're ASU students. Would you love to be on our pod? And they were like, I'll stop you there at Blaze Radio. And he knew.
Nice.
So he said they'd give us a little time. So we're really excited to do that interview. Guys our age, guys that understand what we're trying to do, guys that have their own podcast. So we're really excited to do that one today. We're bouncing around trying to get some other guests. I mean, now it's at the point where every single guy that walks around is a celebrity or an NFL player. I mean, I'm staring at my.
If you can't get them on, your show, do your thing where you do the selfie like you did in Phoenix a few years ago when you were supposed to be actually helping our show at the Super Bowl. You did about 50 selfies from C.J. Stroud, Pat McAfee. I mean, seriously, anybody who was anybody, you did. I mean, it was Mac Hollins who doesn't wear shoes. You did. I mean, it's just like everybody who's anybody. You got to do that again. You got to recreate that. All right, show us around. So what's around you now? Just kind of flip your phone around. Let's see what's around you now.
So we have, I'm not sure whose show this is. This might be some sort of NFL show.
Yeah.
I believe the 𝐏𝐸𝐻𝐿 and Shannon Sharp are still going on.
Club 𝐿𝐲𝐿. You yell Club 𝐿𝐲𝐿 and see if they'll turn around you.
But this is pretty much, I mean, it's it's a madhouse. I mean, we got Fox Sports over here. Yep. The guys that are doing Fox Sports. I think Michael Pittman just walked right past me. Let's see. I don't know a whole lot of the Fox Sports guys that are up there right now, but they have a few guys going on there right now. I'm walking over to the, Pro Football Talk over here.
Mike Florio.
They have a giant studio. I mean,
what show there said is it's Chris Sims and Mike Florio. There's a guy that's a good friend of mine, Ahmed Fareed, with NBC Sports. Ask somebody where Ahmed Fareed is. Tell him you're my son. And Ahmed will come on with you, and he is awesome, and he's part of that whole thing. Ask somebody at security when we're done here, say, where's Ahmed Fareed? And then can I speak with Ahmed Fareed? And you tell Ahmed, you're my son. He'll come on with you. He's the nicest guy you could ever meet, and he does stuff with Pro Football Talk and NBC and everything else. So you just tell him, and he'll get you all set. Hang on one sec. I'm going to create a banner here, and I know you got to go here in a second, but people want to know, again, you're at Lund Media, right, on Twitter?
Yeah.
Twitter, X. And then it's Blaze Radio. What's the
Blaze
handle
Radio ASU. If you look up Blaze Radio ASU, you can find all our streams there, all of our content. And I will be reposting all of our content, all of our streams on my media too. So if you can't find it, you can find it on my Twitter. I'll be posting it there. Really excited for the next few days. I mean, this is really where it starts to get going these next few days. I'm literally going to try to pump out and get to as many people as possible. I mean, while I'm here, I might as well, maybe get an interview or two with some decent NFL players.
You should.
So
get aggressive.
I'll try to see what I can get. I'll definitely be posting it all there if I'm getting any content throughout the week. And I mean, just kind of living it up. I mean, tonight is our first night off, or I won't say night off, but night that doesn't have an NFL sponsored event. Mm-hmm. So we might go and explore Bourbon Street, maybe just a little bit.
You haven't been on did you go to Patty O'Brien's or no?
We haven't yet, because the first night.
That's tonight. You got to do it.
We went and explored, but now we are going to.
Well, the reason you have to go is like I told you yesterday, because it's going to get so packed that they're going to just not let people in, because Patty O'Brien's is an institution, and you cannot go to New Orleans without going to Patty O'Brien's. So you got to tell your friends you have to go. And then you have to take a bunch of video and send it to me like you did. I need more video to play before you come on every day. But go to Patty O'Brien's tonight. That's an order. Drink a hurricane. That's an order. And it's the institution. So you have to go at least one night, because you guys will talk about it all day tomorrow. Your content for your show tomorrow after you go to Patty O'Brien's and Bourbon Street tonight is done. Like, you don't have to do anything but that. It's just crazy. And take video and everything else. So, yeah, it's incredible. So you got to go to Patty O'Brien's.
I do have a funny story. So we were getting onto the elevator last night to go to the media party, and the most New Orleans dude you could ever imagine in your entire life stops us as we're going, and he goes, "Oh, are you guys going to Bourbon Street?" And we're like, "Oh, we might hit there tomorrow." And he's like, "Oh, well, I'll tell you, if you want to find the real good girls, don't go to the side streets. That's where they don't have teeth." And I was like, "Oh man, they don't have teeth over there?" He's like, "Yeah, if you want the ones with teeth, go to Bourbon Street. That's where you'll find the good ones." And we're like, "Okay, we got you, dude."
So,
yeah, some people like no teeth on women. That's not where you want to be. Yeah.
I'm glad you pointed that out to us.
Enjoy that stuff. So when do you want? So are you on in like 3 minutes?
No, we are on.
Oh, you're not on until noon.
We're on about 2 hours.
Yeah, okay. You're on at noon Pacific time.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else to report? Great job on the walk and talk. You did a great job of walk and talk on Media Row at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. That's where young son George is. And I do on the right below him there at G Lund Media on Twitter and X. And he's going to be broadcasting starting at noon. They're on right now, but you start at noon with your guys on Radio Row at Blaze Radio ASU on X and Twitter and X. At G Lund Media on Twitter, that's you. At Blaze Radio ASU, that's where you can see George broadcast from. Anything else that is of note from the media party, from food you've eaten, from weird things you've seen, from players, from celebrities? What else? You got anything else for us?
I mentioned that we saw Steve Smith walking around yesterday, and it was pretty funny because we were sitting there, and my friend was like, "Oh, I don't really think anybody's going to be here. What are we talking about?" And we're at the bar, of course, open bar. Why wouldn't we? We grab maybe a few drinks. And we're at the bar, and I turn to my left, and I see a guy, and I'm like, "Oh man!" I turn to my right, and I'm like, "Dude, look at the guy over there!" And it's Steve Smith, like 2 people down, just like hammering a drink. And we're like,
"Okay, now we're in the right spot. I think we made it here. We definitely made the right decision coming to the media party." So,
all right, give us one more like twirl around, flip the phone, and give people this kind of sense of where you're at. You're at the Media Row Super Bowl in New Orleans.
They have the whole thing guarded off. They have this little gate here, and they have their own little section.
Yep.
They probably have the biggest section out of everybody. That's the only place that you really can't get anywhere close to.
Mm-hmm.
Versus I can just walk up to Deebo Samuel if I want and cause issues. So, which I probably shouldn't do, but I can if I would like to.
All right, couple of questions from the people before you go. People want to know, what hair gel do you use? What hair gel?
It's been a rough few days when it comes to hair.
You got that bad hair from me. I'm sorry.
Because
it's my fault.
I can't use my normal products because of the airplane. So it's kind of I've been free balling it. So I'm trying to use something. I don't know if that's
the term, but I see what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Keep a hold. So as of right now, I'm just using normal mini market hair.
Okay. Yeah, I know how you feel.
I
just get a hat if I were you. I mean, your hair looks good. It's not bad. It's just just like yesterday. Oh, do you know who 𝐾𝐨𝐴DAMES is? People are big fans of 𝐾𝐴़ADAMES. Go find 𝐾𝐴़ADAMES.
I do not believe that she showed up. You know what I mean?
Oh, she's probably got a separate set, huh? Yeah, she's probably got a separate set.
Yeah.
We did put the links in the description. Let's see. There's a lot of people. I'm just going to try to find one here. Look, yeah, there you go. You're on. Yep, boots on the ground. Very nice. Yep. So he's gonna go. You're going to Patty O'Brien's. See, Vernon's asking where. They want to know. So tomorrow we want a full report from Patty O'Brien's. We want video for the show earlier. One other thing I need. I just want to pop one of these up just because there's a lot of questions, just like there was yesterday about it. A lot of mustache questions. How's the mustache working today? Everything good?
You know what? It's doing me great. I look like I'm supposed to be here instead of looking like maybe a 10-year-old
so if you didn't have the stash, you wouldn't feel like you fit in?
Yeah, I feel a little more mature, that I'm worthy of this pass. Maybe I talk to people and they're not, who is this child talking to me? There's, who is this grown man talking to me? So that's how I'm coming across to a lot of people.
All right. People are asking if you're at a porn convention. You are not at a porn convention.
I am
You were at Radio Row, New Orleans, and you're giving us the boots on the ground feel. You did a tremendous job today. There's lots of love for you in the chat room today. Great job. I got to tell you, great job from New Orleans. And the only thing we ask, and this is not, I mean, look, I pay for your college, everything like that. I just ask you to go to Pat O'Brien's. I mean, come on. Dad could be a lot worse. Just go to Pat O'Brien's and give us a report tomorrow.
I'll give you a rundown of how everything went the whole night.
Yeah.
Come on.
Plus, you're not going to be able to go there like this weekend. They won't let you in. It'll just be so packed. 2 places you got to go tonight. We want reports from it. Patty O'Brien's, and have a hurricane and tell me what you think and get some video there of the craziness. Because you want to go see celebrities. Everybody goes to Patty O'Brien's at some point. And the Bourbon Cowboy, you got to go get on a mechanical bull, and we got to see you do that. Somebody's got to take video of you on a mechanical bull at Bourbon Cowboy, and you got to go have a hurricane at Patty O'Brien's. And then you do whatever you want beyond that. Cafe Du Monde, by the way. Have you heard about Cafe Du Monde?
I have not.
You love donuts and stuff. Go to Cafe Du Monde, and it's New Orleans only, and it's an institution, so you got to go early because it's going to take you some time. And it's like a giant powdered donut. I mean, it is what it is. It's just this pastry, and they put tons of powdered sugar on it. And
the beignet?
The beignet, and they
were giving them out yesterday at the media party. They were amazing.
Good.
We made content out of it. We got a video of us all trying it. I gave it a 9-1. That's what I did. I gave it a 9-1.
Oh, you did like the Barstool pizza review, but you did it on a beignet?
That's exactly what we did.
Oh, you got to send me that. I got to play your beignet 9 point. You gave it a 9.1.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think I might have.
I'll send you that video.
Okay, send me that video because I may have a picture of a beignet here on my side here because I put a bunch of stuff in here. I don't know if I have the beignet. Maybe I took it off my screen today, but I did have a beignet just so people could see it. But maybe I took it off. All right, wonderful job, amazing job. Keep kicking butt. That's not the same clothes you wore last night, right? Like you didn't just go straight out of bed here.
Different clothes. Haven't worn this week.
Yeah, people ask.
We're staying clean. We're staying clean.
Good job. Good job. All right, let me make sure there's no other questions. Oh, muffaletta. Have you heard about a muffaletta before? Great sandwich. You got to ask somebody about a muffaletta. Although you're not the most aggressive eater, so I'm not really sure. You would like it though, but their sandwiches are tremendous. Okay. Oh, this is a great question right here. So yesterday we were wondering if you were really having a Spanish Zoom class because I said a Spanish Zoom is a shot that you probably took and you were so hungover that you didn't make the show early enough yesterday. So give us something, anything in Spanish.
I cannot. I'm gonna pass on that. I'm gonna pass on that.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna pass on that.
Anything.
It was
any Spanish.
It was the Spanish Zoom.
No, but give me like a sentence in Spanish.
I'm gonna pass.
You are such. I just caught you.
Pass on that. I'm gonna ignore that question. I'm not as proficient as one might think.
Okay.
I'm getting a good grade though. That's the important thing.
Okay, go the last thing, and then we're gonna let you go because you got things to go, people to see, places to go. Go to the NBC Sports set and ask for Ahmed Fareed. Ahmed Fareed. He's a big deal, and I'm sure he's on the PFT Pro Football Talk set there. If he's not, he's good friends with Chris Sims. He used to work in the Bay Area. He's an awesome guy, and tell him who you are. And if he's not there now, ask him when he's going to be there, and he'll come on your show. He's the nicest guy and the best guy ever. So grab Ahmed because he'll be part of the Super Bowl coverage and everything. Great guy. So that's all. Okay, man. Good. Great work. Great work. We appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow and get a full report on Patty O'Brien. You're the best. Sure. See you, man.